I'll play that coming up. And did you see the story? This one is for Christine because I know how you feel. I had told the story a while back. It was a few weeks ago. I was in Little Falls, and there was a news truck there, and I won't mention the news station, but the news truck, and the reporter was getting out. Now, today, you feel for these guys because many of these people, there'd be a cameraman and a reporter. And now it seems it's just the reporter has to go out and do their own stuff. They got to carry their tripod around and set up the camera. They talk into the camera when it's set up on the tripod. There's nobody behind it. They're all on their own.
Right.
So, and there she was in her station vehicle, and she gets out of the car, and I'm sitting at the stoplight with my wife, and we both said at the same time, this skirt that this girl had on was so short. I don't know how she could get out of the car without exposing herself.
Oh, boy.
It was unbelievable. So then, it gets better. As I sat through the green light, she then gets out of the car and opens the hatch in the back and reaches in, as you can imagine. I could not believe that somebody's got to say, hey, that's a little short for. I mean, awesome, looked great. Don't get me wrong, but maybe a little.
First of all, what day was this?
Maybe a little short. This was probably 3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. So it's still pretty cold, though.
It was warm out.
Oh, okay.
Remember, we had a really nice April. We had some really nice days. I mean, it was might have been 70 degrees or something. I don't know.
Just not necessary. Really not professional.
Inappropriate for probably going out. Again, beautiful. Just gorgeous.
You've established
but
that.
a little much. But the bend over in to get the camera out of the back of was something.
What did Allison say?
I really don't want to say. A weather reporter in Los Angeles named Liberté Chan had to interrupt her report on live TV on Saturday to cover herself up with a sweater. Viewers were sending in emails saying her dress was inappropriate. She was wearing a cocktail dress.
Even into tomorrow. What's going on? You want me to put this on? Why? Because it's cold?
We get a lot of emails.
What?
There you go.
Really?
Ooh. There you go.
Okay.
That's nice.
I look like a librarian now.
That works.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, afterwards, she actually read, the anchor was reading some of the emails that were sent in.
B. Wolf lives in, I gotta close that, in Los Angeles. Liberty Chan looked like she stayed out late at a party and came to work in the same dress. Not appropriate for the morning weather report. The show's producer should not have allowed her to do it in a cocktail dress. Handing her the sweater during her report was also in very poor.
I can't believe they're embarrassing her like this on the air.
Neither
This
can
is really
I.
something.
Should have given it to her afterwards. All in all, poorly done all around.
Wow.
People are
Well,
mad.
I mean,
Okay, are we
it's a
talking
dress,
about anything
people.
other than the dress?
No.
Can we
Only about
can
the
we
dress.
talk about
Seriously?
like my weather performance,
Nope, nobody
my
cares about that.
standing in front of the green screen?
It's hard to look at the high pressure when you're looking at the low pressure, if you know what I mean.
Ian Redlands says, dear management, no doubt about it, Liberty Chan's New Year's Eve cocktail dress is inappropriate. That would have been true even if it was a 10 p.m. broadcast. Overall, I like Liberty, but this was a display of very poor judgment from Greg.
So
Will you wear that dress again?
no, it was a loner anyways.
Well,
It's not really that short, but it's sleeveless and
it
low,
looks, it kind of looks more like a nightgown than it does a little cocktail dress,
sparkly
doesn't it?
nightgown.
Yeah. Honey, I see you went to Victoria's Secret for me. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't know that it was that bad to get that response. But
I agree.
Listen, they had several emails, so they say. Now, back to Donald Trump. He claims to be John Miller here, a publicist for Donald Trump. At some point, they say, after a lawsuit or some court proceeding, Trump admitted that he sometimes plays his own publicist. He's denying that it's him now. Here he is talking about, or here is John Miller talking about Donald Trump and Madonna.
You know, he's somebody that has a lot of options, and frankly, he gets called by everybody. He gets called by everybody in the book in terms of women. And like who? Well, he gets called by a lot of people. Yeah. I mean, they call. They just call. Actresses, people that you write about, just call.
Okay, this is definitely Donald Trump. There's not even a question
Just
about it.
listen to any of Israeli speeches.
I can't even believe it.
To see if they can go out with him and things. So you can't say, like, did Madonna ever really call? That was it. He was so set up with that. You know, Madonna called, so he went over and said hello to Madonna. And he he gave his autograph to the dancers. She said, these are fans and all this. Will you give them the autograph? So he said, best wishes or something. He said, and then all of a sudden, and that was the end. And then he said goodbye to her, and that was literally the end. He's got zero interest in that. It was literally the end. And the next day in the newspapers, they had a story that he wanted to go out with her and everything else. Besides that, she was sitting there with a boyfriend. Yeah. I think his name was Ward or something. Yeah, and she was sitting there right with a boyfriend. Yeah. So, I mean, it wouldn't be appropriate. Then the next day, there was a story that Trump went to Rex and Madonna was supposedly at Rex. And that was another total nonsense. So somehow there was a thing. And then she called recently about this fight and wanted to go out. And, she's got this PR machine that I guess you people play too very well, but it really was nonsense.
Oh, my God.
He does not have the same PR machine, or didn't at
So
the
he went
time.
up to Madonna, and he got her number, and
A lot of options. Donald has a lot of options. The ladies love him. Anyway, does that change anything? No, it's just a little odd, I guess. Hold on tight. Richard Hughes, CVA. We have some really interesting facts to deliver on that one coming up when we speak with him next hour on WIBX.